Gattori coffee. Got it. There's only one that's close to Sendai Station.
Whoa, that was fast.
It's a bit of a walk, but I'll be happy to guide you to the destination.
You're amazing, Sophia. It's like you were made to be a navigator. But being the navigator's my job.
It's simply a question of having the right person for the right job. Fear not, Futaba. There are plenty of things only you can do.
I guess that's true. Nobody else can act like a weirdo quite like you do, Inari.
Who are you calling a weirdo?
Alright, guess we'll just head over to the cafe then, yeah?
Yeah, let's get going.
Okay, I've got it.
This is it. Gattori coffee.
I can smell the coffee. It seems to be just an ordinary cafe.
Are we sure we have the right place? We'll just have to put in the keyword and see. All right, let's make it happen. The trauma cell's calling our names.
Trauma cell?
It's just a name I came up with. Trauma room sounds like some kind of cheesy hospital drama.
Call it whatever you want. We gotta roll.
The key to opening that birdcage has got to be here somewhere. Do you remember the keyword?
Of course. It's Prince of Nightmares.
It's just like what happened in Shibuya. This is where Natsume's trauma comes from.
What could have happened to him, I wonder?
Shh. Someone's up ahead.
Are you sure about this? Awarding him the grand prize for that? Ongo Natsume. The kid's entered every contest, but he's never made it past the first stage. He's as stubborn as he is incompetent. What's more, his writing is so painfully generic, it only becomes more obvious when you compare it to the other candidates.
What?
That voice. Is it Natsume?
It can't be acknowledged, my work.
It's fine. He's the great Sogo Natsume's grandson, remember? Brand recognition is a huge part of marketability. Nobody gives a rat's ass about what's beyond the cover. Though a certain someone seems to think he's actually worth a damn.
Poor kid can't even see just how hopeless he really is. Seriously, it's pathetic.
Oh, I'm trying as hard as I can.
No skin off my nose, so long as he keeps raking it in. We hit the jackpot with that one, and I plan on riding him straight to the top. And if he does by some miracle make something decent of himself, well then everyone wins, right?
These guys are the worst.
Here it comes!
Right on you, a talentless hack like you is hopeless! Hopeless! Hopeless!
This is the same thing we saw in Shibuya.
Careful! It's using different weapons from last time.
Let's go. Andres! Jack Frost! Lamia! Jack Frost! Andres! With this! Go ahead.
Leave it to me! Persona! I like this.
I'm saved.
This is my other self! Prepare yourself! Persona! Normal!
Yeah, that's not gonna work. I want to change up your approach.
I am thou. Normal!
Weakness is ice. Freeze them solid.
Persona! Prepare yourself! This is it! Use this! This one. This one. Use this! This one.
I'm so grateful. Did I get that one? Oh,
I can bingo! That skill just now? Perfection!
wow! That actually worked!
There! Beautiful combo, Panther!
How was that? That one! This one! You've got this!
I'll do it.
Persona! Jack Frost! Lamia! Hisaka! Mothman! Hisaka! Take this! You can't see me. Persona! Leland! Mothman! Leland! Arsene! Leland! Arsene! Rabbit Step!
Oh, shit! Last attack was crazy fast!
Come!
Man, the other
Clean
one.
line!
It leaves him wide open. Dodge the attack, then hit him with everything you've got.
I might not like that Natsume.
Switch out!
These assholes who were using him the whole time, right?
Yeah, I feel kind of sorry for him. They only chose him for who he was, not what he wrote.
Authors are just chips in a bigger game. They exist solely for us to win.
From what I can tell, this editor was a real scumbag.
I know this pain has more than anything. For that reason, I refuse to let this go on any longer.
Let me help!
That was awesome, Sophie!
You're on a roll! Here I go! I got it! I'm not done!
Stamina's getting low! Watch closely how you fight!
Sure. Persona! Take this!
Don't forget a follow-up attack!
Yours. Understood. I am thou. Normal!
I'm not done!
Take this!
Way to follow up, Bob!
My other self! Prepare yourself! Now! Together, please! All yours.
Yeah. Persona!
I'm not nice, Joker! You hit its weakness! That's awesome!
There. Okay.
It's a strong one! Exploit its weakness to curse!
Jack Frost! Lamia! Hisaka! Mothman! I'll use this. Let's go. His power!
I'm so grateful!
Persona! Leland! Arsene! Andres! Arsene! You're mine! It's over!
Good job, Joker!
It's over. Stringing yourself along.
It's fast. Be careful not to get caught up in its attacks.
Okay, taking it easy on you.
Go ahead.
Like this?
Wicked follow-up, Sophie! Switch it out!
I accept. Persona! Normal!
Gotta exploit those weaknesses!
Wow!
My other
That's so
self!
cool too!
Switching up.
I'll do it. Come! Ravage them!
I will handle this.
Don't forget a follow-up attack!
Please allow me. I accept.
Everyone stay focused!
Time for the curtain call.
Powerful shadow eliminated!
Your life took you to the big time. Hey, Mr. Natsume!
You did it! The warden's down for the count!
Whew. Well, I guess that does it.
We can get inside the birdcage now, right? Better get going then.
Wait, but what was that we just saw? Seems Ango Natsume wasn't given that award on his own merit. Those editors just used him for his name.
So, there was a secret behind that novel after all.
But he's not a bad guy, is he? It
sounded like he entered the competition a whole bunch of times.
And just when he thought his hard work was paying off, he had to hear all that. It must have been devastating.
Those editors are horrible. They knew his writing wasn't good enough, but they still gave him the prize just so they could make money.
It still doesn't justify what he's doing now.
Nevertheless, I'm beginning to understand how he feels.
Fox?
Rising to fame atop stolen ideas, pulling at people's emotions with a fabricated story. Even worse, robbing others of their free will, changing their hearts, and wallowing in his own vanity. These crimes are unforgivable. There's no denying that he's been a fool, and yet, in spite of all that, it doesn't change the fact that Natsume spent years giving it everything he had. Creative work is often a lonely endeavor, and battling against that loneliness is truly a challenge in and of itself. As if it wasn't hard enough, if you don't produce results, no one will even think twice about you. One might even begin to think that such dark and unfulfilling times are all that's in store. Had I taken one wrong step, I may very well have turned out to be just as hideous as him.
Inari.
It's thanks to your friendship that I didn't stray from the path. He, however, doesn't seem to have anyone. Natsume should know better than most that there's no meaning in superficial glory. Now he's turned his back on what he truly wants to write for the sake of spinning this infernal novel of lies. Someone needs to bring him back to his senses.
You seem pretty motivated this time around, Inari.
As one who's dedicated his life to art, I simply cannot condone his actions. Now, let us bring this to an end. We'll send the calling card, then wrest the Overlord from his throne.
Okay, all that's left is the calling card.
Right. We need to make Natsume aware that we're coming to steal the desires. That should materialize them.
We'll need to decide how we want to do it. What's the best way to make sure he gets the message?
He probably remembers our faces, though. I doubt he'd take anything from us.
What do we do?
Mommy!
Could be lost, maybe? I'll go take a look.
Hey, what's wrong, kid? Oh, you got separated from your mom, huh? Don't worry, I got you.
Is that Zenkichi?
What? Gramps was already here?
Hey, it's me. I got a kid who was separated from his mom here. Send someone over to look after him, would ya? I'm over it. Huh? What do you mean it's not worth pup sex time? Quit screwing around. You call yourself an officer of the law? Or are you saying you'd abandon your own kid, too? Is that it? A lost kid's no joke, you know. Hey, wait! Where are you going? It's okay, I'm not gonna hurt you or anything!
The kid totally thinks he's a creep.
That kid sure made things difficult. He didn't have to run away like that, right? Right?
You're not exactly cute and cuddly, Gramps. Honestly, I don't blame him.
Will you stop calling me Gramps?
This is perfect timing, though, actually. Let's ask Zenkichi what he thinks.
Sure. We're supposed to be working together anyway.
We're all set to go inside Natsume's jail. There's just one thing left to do. Only problem is, we're not sure how to send our calling card.
Calling card? Oh, you mean that thing you guys did with the screens in Shibuya? If you want my advice, you should avoid any high-profile stuff like that. The police aren't that stupid. Eventually you'll get caught. I know I'm supposed to help you and all, but I gotta draw the line at breaking the law.
So the adult's the voice of reason here. You really are a Gramps. You know that?
You're pretty set on calling me that, aren't you? Whatever. My point is, go with something simple.
We need a way to guarantee the Natsume will read the calling card. Maybe if we knew where he was going to be, we could set something up before he arrived. In that case, I found just the event. Natsume is holding another book signing at the bookstore near the station. Natsume will most certainly be there. It starts as soon as the store opens at 10 a.m.
Oh, that sounds doable. I bet it'd be easy to set up if we roll in at night.
Hey, didn't you hear what I said? Breaking and entering's a crime, you know?
Well, that's where you come in, Gramps.
Huh?
Yeah, if we did it and got caught, they'd lock us up.
They'd lock me up too!
You saying you can't do it? Some help the police turned out to be.
Wasn't the deal that you'd cooperate with us? I thought adults kept their word.
You kids.
All right, it's settled. I will go and prepare the calling card.
Yeah, you got this, Yusuke. That goes for you too, Zenkichi. We'll leave the planning to you.
Am I seriously going to go through with this?
Mr. Natsume.
Good morning. I see, there's quite a crowd today as well.
Yes, about that.
What is it? What is this?
Well, when the staff came to open the store this morning, it was already like this. They called the police, but they were told to leave it as is, to preserve the crime scene.
To the ostentatious swindler, Mr. Ango Natsume. You are a depraved miscreant who holds others in contempt and steals their work, lining your own pockets all the while. We refuse to overlook the crimes you commit as you wear a false crown. Tonight, we take back the desires you've stolen. Honestly, how stupid can you get? Damn it, what nonsense! I am the monarch. My followers are loyal. That is, as long as I hold their desires. No. Having those desires is proof of my claim to power. Proof of my sovereignty. I won't hand them over. I won't give them up! You foolish heroes are nothing but talk. Come then, I'll crush every last one of you!
All right, his cognition should be changed now.
Thank you for all your help, Mr. Detective.
And with that, I've officially become an accomplice of the Phantom Thieves.
What are you complaining about? You're the one who proposed working with us, remember? As a reward, I'll try to start calling you Zenkichi instead of Gramps from now on. Okay?
Inspector Hasagawa is quite a mouthful.
Yeah, Zenkichi's good, don't you think?
Okay then. From now on, you're Zenkichi-san, all right? I'm looking forward to working together, Zenkichi.
Fine, whatever. You've already dragged me along this far.
Now then, the desires should have materialized at this point. It's up to us to take them back and return them to their rightful owners. And in doing so, we'll set his distorted heart straight.
Okay, we're moving out.
What's that?
That shadow hasn't seen
Show
us.
me your true self.
What should we do?
You have the upper hand! Team for complete victory!
It's over. Yeah! We got this! Persona! You're mine!
Still connected!
Come! Grab it,
I'm sensing less enemies. Let's finish this.
Easier than cleaning a paintbrush.
Oh, nice one! Keep it up! Hey, I'm picking up something close by. Got him now! Don't let your guard down!
It's over.
Just a trash mob. Easy victory ahead!
What's that?
Not much of a challenge, were they?
Okay, let's keep it moving.
I'll reveal your true form.
Taking them by surprise.
Great! Let's clear a path.
Far away! Don't let up, people!
Jack Frost! Lamia! Jack Frost! Lamia! Hisaka! Lamia! You're mine!
I will handle this.
End is inside you. We can do it! Get it! Burn it up! Now let's get your nuclear attack!
Go ahead.
Understood. This is my other self. Gormo.
Bingo!
Right.
That skill just now? Perfection! Wow, way to go! It's strong hands and moves to physical attacks? This should do it!
Grand finale. Time for the curtain call.
Powerful shadow eliminated! Way to go, Fox!
That was nothing.
Good. On to the next.
We all did really well.
Let's pick up the pace, shall we?
So freeze right up! Quick, use it! That's your enemy dizzy! This is your chance! Start wailing on him! Behold! Let's go!
You're doing great, you are. The game is almost precise.
Take it, you enemies left! Persona! Shall we begin? That should suffice. It was over before it started. I should have taken a nap. Good luck!
All right, no time to waste.
The shadow hasn't noticed us. Now's our chance.
As long as we keep the advance speed, the battle is ours. Yes, this won't take long. Like a walk in the park. Let's move on.
It's a shadow. Stay alert.
Out of the way!
Look, they're panicking.
Very well.
Right on the mother, Joel.
Hey, they got it coming!
Exhausting. There's still more foes to come.
Watch this! This should help.
Great one.
Get it!
Wait, fire!
I'm going too!
Thank you. Enemy slow, but it's weak to gun attack. Ready? Aim, fire!
All right. We took out most of them.
Fire!
Don't let them kiss your ass goodbye!
This is your end! Powerful shadow defeated. Nice teamwork.
Aye, this is quite a fight.
You got him right when you want him. Show me your true side. Let's go together. Not out yet. All yours. I'll handle it. Persona. Say your prayer. Gotta exploit those weaknesses. You have got him now. Go time to do anything. The end. Persona beat a strong enemy. Awesome. You still look too. I'd like to try it out next time.
That victory was handed to us. Oh, nice one. Keep it up.
how we got to the top in Shibuya? Ready for round 2? It's all you!
I'll do it.
Oh?
Okay.
Thanks.
Persona! Andres! Arsene! Slime! Leland! Mothman! Leland! Mothman! Hisaka! Lamia! Jack Frost! Andres! Arsene! Slime! Leland! Mothman! Hisaka! Lamia! Hisaka! Mothman! Leland! Mothman!
Great! Looks like the desires materialize!
Go get him, guys!
You certainly took your time, Phantom Thieves. Or should I say, chosen heroes?
About time we met, eh, Mr. Overlord?
You're gonna give back all those desires you stole.
Such foolishness! Not with the slightest idea of what you've just walked into.
That appearance, it stands. This is no doubt the Overlord from Prince of Nightmares.
He certainly gives off that impression, but weren't the fearsome four just dressed like normal people?
Yeah, thinking about it, those guys didn't get much love from the author, did they?
You've come all this way only to fall right into my trap. This world belongs to me and me alone. It takes shape solely according to my design. Here, the Overlord rains justice upon the holier-than-thou heroes who would dare brand him as evil. Here you are nothing more than flies to be swatted. I'll enjoy hearing those filthy screams as you atone for your transgressions.
That's bold for someone who stole others' desires just to satisfy their own selfish wants.
Yeah, if you're really the Overlord, ain't this the part where you get your ass kicked?
Tell me, how many of my demon brethren have you slaughtered while spouting such despicable hypocrisies?
Wow, this guy's reading right from the handbook, isn't he?
Enough of this. It's time we fought. No matter how brave a facade you put on. It's clear you're just afraid of losing that hollow throne you're so proud of.
What was that?
Your reign is not but an illusion. Allow us to show you the truth.
I'm sick and tired of everyone looking down on me. Yes, the time has come for my true power. You wretches shall witness my final form! You ignorant whelps dare to challenge the great Overlord himself! Imbeciles! I will feast upon your bones!
Holy crap! A dragon! Be careful, guys! This one's really tough!
Persona!
He's writing something!
Leland! Slime! Arsene! Andres! Arsene! I'll use this.
He's building up energy! Crap! Gotta stop that pen of his!
Come!
He's powered up like crazy! He must be getting serious! We gotta slow his momentum! Can you target his weakness and knock him down?
That was torn Blacker and darker than darkness itself! What as I unleash hell! Useless against me!
Jack Frost!
You made me lose my head!
Buff's gone! Time to put the hurdle!
Go ahead.
Leave it to me.
Your turn!
Leave it to me.
This is my other self! Prepare yourself!
My turn too.
Way to follow up, Buff!
That was well played.
Persona! Damn it! Persona! I lend this.
Thank you.
I am thou. This is my other self!
Let's do this! You're on a roll, Fox!
Good job, Buff.
Reaching out.
Leave it to me. It's a lot. You're up.
If you thought that was all you got just now, think again! It was not!
I'm so grateful. I want to talk too.
Definitely heard that line.
Foolish you! The least I can do is grant you a peaceful death!
Doing good! Keep it up!
Nightmares carry the blood of dragons in my veins! No mere human can ever defeat me! Lay down your weapons and submit! You show, and your lives will be spent!
Like we've ever joined you.
Not yet.
Thanks, but no thanks.
Besides, the evil Overlord's destined to
Your
get
mark.
That's fantasy rule #1, dude.
Come here! Ongo Natsume!
Hisaka,
You're a
Mothman,
shameful
Leela,
despot steeped in
Slime,
vanity.
Arsene,
Today,
Andres, Jack
your
Frost.
rule comes to an end. Hey, come.
An optimal solution.
Persona! Let's go.
Good job, Buff.
Shall we use that?
Hey, want your help! I'm getting wrecked out there!
Switch out.
Almost. Come out. Go. Keep it going. Wicked follow-up, Sophie. Switching out.
It's powerful! All you is ineffective!
All yours.
Like this. Let me help.
That was awesome!
Witnesses I pay the legends of the great Overlord! No! Such a sin is unforgivable!
You're not getting your way as long as we're around.
Please allow me.
Lost with the fancy footwork!
I am thou. Prepare yourself!
That's sweetness! You're on a roll, Fox!
I suppose that'll do. Persona! Stormo! Strike!
It's up to you.
Sure. Persona! You're mine. Come, take this.
This guy's pretty strong! Capitalize on his ice weakness!
Take this.
Watch this!
It's showtime! Go for it, Joker!
Yours.
Leave it to me. Summoning. Okay.
Whoa, that was awesome, Sophie! Very quick!
Witnesses I pen the legends of the great Overlord!
You're doing good! Keep it up!
Showtime. Jack Frost. Here.
How can this be? Rats! Those with talent are always being dragged down by those without. How can you be so ignorant?
Persona. Lamia.
No right to
Hisaka.
say such a thing.
Lamia. Hisaka. Mothman. I'll use this.
I'm saved.
Suggesting I have no talent?
What talent do you claim to possess? Is stealing others' work for your own selfish
Go ahead.
interests?
Understood.
Cast away
Persona!
both your soul and your pride.
I'm so grateful.
All yours.
Almost.
Damn it! You're just like them! Who denies me?
Let's go.
You think you're better than me! I'll rob him!
Okay. Go! Go, Sophie! Get this thing done! Yeah, let's go!
Yo, what the hell are you talking about?
It seems that it's best.
Impossible! What are you? I mean, keep your filthy hands off me!
So even that golden coat of yours was a shot. God's the very cool.
Seems everything's finally been revealed. Time to finish him off.
Leland, Slime, Andre, Jack Frost, Lamia, Jack Frost! You're mine! Take this!
Can't be! The great Overlord! Defeated!
Now I'm even more dependable.
Game over, Mr. Overlord!
Wait! We can rule this world together! You can have half! My mantle! My magic armor! Don't look at me! Don't look at me!
Is that his true form?
Looks like it. So in the end, even his identity was just a cheap imitation.
It's over, Ango Natsume.
You're just a bunch of stupid kids! You don't know how much I've suffered! It's not too late for me! I've still got my reputation as a writer! I've won an award! I've sold books! It's not too late! It's never too late!
And that's good enough for you? This fame you've acquired through deception and the brainwashing of others. Is that truly what you wanted? What was the real reason you started writing novels?
I mean, damn it! Damn it! I tried. I really tried. Just like everyone else, I read and read all through the night. Hours on end, like my life depended on it. And for what? Nothing I wrote was ever mine. It was just another work from Sogo Natsume's grandson. No one ever acknowledged my effort. My effort? Not my work. Not even me. No matter where I look, all I see is a bunch of thoughtless idiots. Slaves to appearances and nothing more. Acknowledge me, damn it. Acknowledge Ango Natsume's efforts for once! I just want someone to see that I really tried!
I do.
Huh?
It's very clear just how much work you've put into writing your novels. A life led by creativity is almost always a lonely one, no matter your profession. You were battling that loneliness. You braced yourself, pouring your very soul into your writing, bringing it to your publisher time and time again. I will gladly acknowledge such effort and determination. There are many out there who would give up that battle, even those of exceptional skill and creativity. To be able to continuously bring life to new works without giving up, however, that is perhaps the most exceptional talent of all. There was once a time when you kept fighting. That is one part of your career that could never be labeled a fabrication. So start over, Ango Natsume. Claw your way back up from nothing and move forward. After all, there are some things that simply cannot be painted without a blank canvas. It is because everyone believed in me that I was able to choose the path I walk today. I stopped lying to myself and was able to begin anew. So it is now my turn to pay it forward. Even if I'm the only one in the world to do so, I will believe in you.
Stupid kid. Talking my damn ear off. But you're right. This identity of mine was built on nothing but lies. I don't need it anymore! I'll do it. I'll climb my way back up. And I'll do it on my own strength! I'll write a novel that'll capture the hearts of countless readers, just like my grandfather before me. I'll write something I can be proud of. To everyone, I swear it!
Good. And I'll be looking forward to the day I get to read it.
You know, I really am stupid. How did I let myself forget? I know now what it is I really wanted.
The cage is collapsing. Come on, we're leaving!
Looks like it's over for now.
Mission complete. I wonder if everyone's desires have been returned yet.
Probably. They all went flying out of the cage after all.
Maybe we should check on the people back in town, just to be safe.
Good idea. That said, the jail didn't disappear this time either. Now I'm sure of it. Jails really aren't the same as palaces.
Well, we can worry about it later.
Indeed. Let's go.
Hey. I feel as though I'm restless right now. Do you know what this is? I'm not sure what's wrong. Natsume tried his hardest, but somewhere along the way, he lost sight of what mattered to him. He is a strange person, Natsume. Yes, he did say he would climb back up. Yusuke said Natsume lost his way because he was alone. Whenever I think about that, I feel restless inside. Even though Natsume hurt a lot of people and was, for some time, one of our enemies. What is this feeling? The same as Yusuke? I see. So that's why Yusuke saved Natsume. It was because Natsume's reason for doing all those terrible things was really sad. I think I understand now. Sadness can hurt people, but it can also save them. It can give humans a reason to support one another. You can count on me. Okay, we should probably get going.
So, you know how I was all excited for the Tanabata festival that's coming up? My boyfriend says he's already got plans.
Oh, by the way, did you ever finish reading that manga I lent you? I got someone else who wants to borrow it.
I'm not 100% sure, but I think it worked.
Yeah. Doesn't look like anyone's talking about Natsume anymore.
Then, all's as it should be. Obtaining fame through some deceptive power doesn't fit his image.
This wouldn't have been possible without you being there to open his eyes, Yusuke.
You really took charge today, Inari. Yep, it was all thanks to the divine grace of the oh-so-benevolent Inari. Praise be to him.
Thank you, everyone. However, we're not finished just yet. We must confirm whether the change of heart was a success.
For now, we'll just have to wait and see how things turn out.
Well, since we've got some free time, can we unwind at a bathhouse or something? I'd totally be.
Good idea. We can freshen up a little before we head back to the car.
You heard him, Sophia. It's all you.
Okay, I'll find the best bathhouse in the area.
Thank you, everyone, for coming. I've called this press conference to give an announcement, as well as a formal apology. First, my novel, Prince of Nightmares, was recently bestowed the honor of receiving first place in the Sokaisha Awards. I have decided to give the award back. I've also decided to recall all published copies, not to mention take the necessary steps to refund everyone's money. I'm sure you all want to know my reasons for doing so. The truth is, my book, Prince of Nightmares, only won because of my status as Sogo Natsume's grandson. In short, the competition was fixed. In addition, I've also stolen the work of countless other authors, word for word. Lastly, the story I told about writing to inspire a hospitalized girl was nothing but a lie to garner sympathy. This fabrication allowed my book to sell a number of copies it nowhere near deserved. I wish to apologize for this scandal, and I'll start by personally seeing to it that everyone who bought my book is refunded. I promise my writing career ends here. I am deeply sorry for all that I've done. To all of you.
Hold on, Mr. Natsume. What do you think you're doing?
Hey, time to wrap it up. Get everyone out of here, now!
Please, don't interfere. This is my way of taking responsibility.
Hey, something doesn't seem right here. Mr. Natsume's the one who put this thing together, right?
Do you think the editors were just trying to profit off Mr. Natsume's family name?
Hey!
Who are you?
I will not allow this.
You're the one from the party. I'm so sorry for what I said back then.
I will not allow you to cower and run away, Ango Natsume. You intend to make a comeback, do you not?
Huh?
When you do return to the literary world, I want to see a book with your name on it, not your grandfather's. You are going to write a novel that you can be proud of, are you not?
Thank you. Thank you so very much.
Where are they supposed to be?
Once everything is rightfully resolved, I will make my return. Even if there's just one person out there waiting to read my stories. No matter what, I will keep writing. I only hope I can one day save someone's soul the way my grandfather's novel saved mine when I was young. That is why I write.
Sheesh, you kids are something else. Barging in on a press conference like that?
My apologies. It was imperative that I speak with him.
It's fine. Alright, well, I gotta run. I have to go question Natsume.
Oh, right. Yeah, I guess it wouldn't end with just an apology.
Senkichi's really doing his job. It's almost like he's an actual cop or something.
I am an actual cop. Anyway, it won't take long, so go on and wait for me back at the car.
Guess we should get rolling then.
Right. We'll leave the rest to him.
Do you have a moment? Something about Natsume's been bothering me. What he did was no doubt unforgivable. Nothing will change that. However, was he really like Madarame? Can he truly be called evil like the palace rulers we confronted in the past? Had he simply ignored his editors, would he have strayed from his path? Or am I perhaps just sympathizing with someone who pursues the arts like myself? And what do you think? So you think so as well? Then, what is the purpose of these jails? Oh, well, I suppose there's no point in thinking on it right this second. Forgive me, I didn't mean to hold you up. We should return to the car as well.
Let's go.
And that about sums up Natsume's confession.
So once people friended him through Emma, they'd become his fans.
It's just like what Alice said.
And Natsume's smartphone worked the same as Alice's, too. There wasn't anything off about the Emma app or the phone itself.
So we got nothing again?
I didn't say that. Just like before, there were traces of someone snooping around in there.
For real?
You're talking about how Alice's smartphone was being monitored by someone, right?
So the same occurred with Natsume's phone as well?
Well, any idea who it is?
Sorry, I got nothing. All I found were traces.
So Alice and Natsume were being watched by someone. Hey, Zenkichi, did the police know about that?
No. The only reason we know this guy exists is because Sakura sifted through Alice's smartphone.
So aside from the fact that they both used Emma, this mystery observer is the only thing linking Alice and Natsume together. If the police didn't know that, why would they assume these two cases are related?
Well, these are some very peculiar cases. But mainly, it boils down to the nature of the crimes and the timing.
The timing?
All of the change of heart incidents occurred at roughly the same time, that being within the last 3 months. Didn't I tell you?
3 months ago is around when Emma was released.
Well, Emma is being used to perpetrate the crimes, so that makes sense.
Maybe. This seems like it'd be pretty difficult for a third party to pull off.
That company putting that thing out is suspicious as all hell. What are they called again? Madams?
Madis. Well, at least you got the mad part.
For what it's worth, I'm investigating on that front as well. Still, we're talking about a major corporation operating on a global scale. You can't just walk in and start poking around without reason.
You haven't found anything suspicious yet?
Not yet, no. At least, nothing's come up from checking the individuals involved. If our mystery observer was connected to Madis, though, then we'd have grounds to conduct an investigation. Do you think there's someone pulling the strings in this case?
We don't know for sure yet. The incidents are similar, but they could just as easily be unrelated.
Guess we'll have to see if the other incidents have any overlap as well. That's one of the basic rules of investigation. Find what the incidents do and don't have in common, then start narrowing things down. For now, looking into the other incidents is our best bet at scoring a lead.
This is true. We'll have to do what we can for the time being.
And if we look into the other jails and their monarchs, we might learn something new.
Then, if we're all done here, I'm heading to Sapporo to see what I can find at our next target. We'll rendezvous on the 8th. I'll contact you the day of.
3 days. Should be an easy trip with a car.
No need to rush. The target's not even in Japan until then. Oh, right. Wasn't there a festival happening around here soon? Sendai's famous for its Tanabata festivals. Lots of good food lined up, too. Or so I hear.
Yes, I did see decorations being put up here and there.
Anyway, I'll see you in 3 days. Don't forget.
I guess he wants us to rest up while we can.
Gramps is actually a pretty considerate guy, huh?
Well, since we're here, should we put on yukata and go to the festival? Yukata. I can't help but think of our disastrous fireworks festival last year when we got rained on. That's why we're gonna do it right this time. Besides, we didn't have Futaba or Haru with us back then.
Count me in. Going to a festival in a yukata sounds wonderful.
Then we got a plan. Sophia, find us a shop that sells yukata.
I've got 4 hits. Allow me to direct you.